it's idiotic comments like this that allow me to periodically bring out the old story about heart attacks that I've told before, but I'll say it again because it creates more content for me, and I enjoy making clowns like this look stupid. This person said of me that I am 2 breaths away from a heart attack. Well, that was, what, a day or two ago? And I'm still here. I've obviously taken more than 2 breaths. But it reminds me that I've been having this shit said about me forever, right? I've had people like this tell me I'm going to drop dead of a heart attack so many times I can't even count it. And the story that it reminds me of is of the 2 gentlemen here in the town that I live in that kept telling me that I was going to have a heart attack on the local Facebook pages. We have, like anybody else, a community Facebook page that has a significant chunk of our town and our sister town right next to us on it. And you do have conversations that tend to get politically heated. And given that there are more conservatives in this area than there are, or historically have been, I think that's rapidly changing, but if there are more conservatives in this area than there are liberals, I have a lot of conservatives that like to give me a lot of shit on that social media site. Some of them stalk the page here to see if I'm going to say something they can take back to the fellow folks in our 2 towns. And to those folks, I say, how you doing? You're fans, and you don't even know it. Anyway, a few years back, there were 2 gentlemen in particular that kept telling me I was going to have a heart attack. You're a fat fuck, you're overweight, you're this, because they didn't like my politics, right? I mean, they liked the politics of one of our former mayors who was about 3 times my size. But, so you see what I'm saying? The fat really doesn't bother them. It's just the politics that did. So, you're fat fuck, you're going to have a heart attack. Blah, blah, blah. One of them was the guy that lived behind me and over one house. And another one was a local youth wrestling coach. They kept riding my ass about how I was going to drop dead. And one day they're going to turn on the Facebook page, the internet, and they're going to get to that Facebook page and they're going to read that I had dropped dead. And then one night, about 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, I'm walking through the house and I can see sirens. The house is all dark. I can see sirens bouncing off the walls. Where the fucking sirens come from? Look out the front door, nothing. Look out the back door. There's an ambulance in his driveway. They're taking somebody to the hospital. He had a massive heart attack and died. The guy who kept telling me I was going to have a heart attack. Not long after that, and I mean like within a few weeks of that, in the local community page, I saw the article about the youth wrestling coach that constantly told me how I was going to drop dead of a heart attack because I was a fat liberal fuck. Drop dead of a massive heart attack. So within a matter of a few weeks, the 2 guys that told me the most often that I was going to drop dead of a heart attack both dropped dead of a heart attack. And listen, we're all going to die at some point in time, and I have no doubt that my heart is going to play a role in some way, shape, or form. But at the end of the day, a few years later, I'm still here. They're in the ground as worm food. And people like you keep repeating the same bullshit that they told me. You're just 2 breaths away from a heart attack. You want to know why I'm here and they're not, in my opinion? Even though I can hate some people and I carry some hate in my heart, they hate anybody that is not like them. And that hate, they hated. They can't hate anymore. They hated anybody that wasn't like them. And that hate just ate their fucking heart right out of their goddamn chest. And while they were sitting there seething into their phones with hatred for me, with the exception of this guy, the other guy never met me. And this guy we never had anything to do with after he and I had a falling out, because I didn't take care of my property the way he did. I had liberal politics, whatever the fuck. I can't even remember. We've been here 20 years. I don't remember what that asshole was bitching about. But yeah, the 2 of them dropped dead of a heart attack within a few weeks of each other after continuously over and over and over and over telling me how I was going to drop dead of a heart attack. That hate is going to fucking eat your heart alive, man.